know most people want to know, Luke, what the fuck happened? Why did you step down? Let me just say this. Probably one of the most difficult things I've had to do in my entire coaching career is to tell some kids that I would not be their coach this year. I've been coaching since 20 kids telling you, I love you, coach, and things to be able to be in these kids' life for 22 years and to be able to see is what can you do for your people? But we go into it to save lives. We go into it, what better way? Say, man, help me out with my baseball program. I said, I'm going to start football in Liberty City because I used to get bused all the way to Miami Beach to play football in a place where we had to be off the beach at 6 o'clock. So I always said when I rode that bus over there to go play organized sports, whenever I get 2 cents over my lunch money, I'm going to start a program in my own neighborhood. I'm going to take my own money and start a program, which we did. And our program, Liberty City Optimist, is still here right now today. So when my career died down, I'm going to go out and start coaching football. Career died down a little bit when I started coaching at the park. Took my team to the national championship. I said, I want to teach these kids on a very high level. I went to the University of Miami, asked Randy Shannon for some cut-up tapes. I want to coach, not how I played, but I need the new shit. So I coached a little league team, Liberty City. On that team, it was Charles Gaines Jr., who ended up getting drafted to the Cleveland Browns. It was Slim, who ended up going to West Virginia. It was Devontae Freeman, who ended up becoming the highest paid running back in the NFL. It was Darrell Estridge on that team, who ended up playing for Arizona. Then I eventually took that whole little team and sent them over to Miami Central. AJ, we won the first state championship in the history of Miami Central, and the dynasty was formed at that moment. And then there was a guy named Carlton Davis who will be playing in the Super Bowl on February 8th. And he cried because I told him, you need to go play corner. Now, mind you, I'm the defense coordinator over there. So this is my going from the park to going to coach in high school. I went to Miami Jackson. They said, you want to be the head coach? And at Miami Jackson, I said, I'm going to build a program young. And I went and got a bunch of the kids from my park, around the corner, Liberty City Optimist. Kid that was on that program was Kalijah Kancey, first-round draft pick, Tampa Bay Buccaneers out of Pittsburgh. So everywhere I went, I had a first-round draft pick because I can coach. I really coach. You know what I'm saying? And so, even with the park, I went to the high school from the park because nobody could get over the 50. Because when I do anything, I put the work in. I give the kids the information. I don't commit malpractice. I get invited to go and sit down with the New York Giants, and I'll sit in the room like a fly to learn football because I want to be able to give kids the information so that they'll be ahead of everything and they'll understand what it takes. And so that's why I was able to give that information to my kids, the kids that I've coached, because they always played on a high level. And those teams were coached at a very high level because one thing about our kids, if you give our kids the information, you're giving our kids a chance, whether it's academically or athletically.